Pinocchio was the first. You see? But what I like when he stops, the silence is amazing. But he doesn't want to stop. You see? That's a good part. One thing that I discover is no matter what I do, it ends up being the same subject. After a while, it gives you more faith in what you are doing. My name is Liliana Porter. I live here in Rhinebeck, New York, where is my studio and my house. I do all kinds of visual arts, painting, photography, printmaking, video, and sometimes theater. I think my main interest is in that ambiguous space between representation and reality. The description of a thing and the thing, you know, that distance. My first work was more dry, you know, in the beginning of conceptual art. The first work that really has to do with the real content of my work was in '68, a book that is called Wrinkle. This is one of Moma's collection. These are photo etchings, which was something like at that time sort of new for the printmaking people. Look how nice the shadows, you know. I approve of myself when I was young. Sometimes I get inspiration because I think when you are young, you are very daring. The idea of wrinkling, you can read many things on it, the passage of time, and that is already a heavy subject. I was born in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. My grandparents from my father's side came from Russia, my mother from Romania. When I was little, I would go to bed with songs from different languages. My house was, I would say, a very happy house, full of friends and people, these big meals. At the same time, my mother had a sort of very tragic history of her own. She had 6 brothers and they would die each year, one. And, I mean, an incredible sad story, but she was a very positive person. And I think I learned a lot with her about confronting things and at the same time having the possibility of being happy. Humor is always close to tragedy, no? Nobody's baby. I was very aware of all the dictatorships in Latin America, and we were, as a group of Latin American artists living in New York, sort of active about that. I continue doing a series that I call Forced Labor. And in general, it's a very tiny character doing something superior to their possibilities. Here is this painting that is called The Strange Task. And it started with a shelf, and then, you know, things started to happen, and then this was the last idea. And I like the idea that this is supposed to be a sea and everything, and she is sort of sweeping the water. It looks that it's impossible that this tiny person could do it, and at the same time, the character is really dedicated with faith, let's say, that it's possible to achieve the goal. I like to work with things where you don't have too much control, so things happen that you didn't expect. For instance, to do this, I put it outside in the garden and throw the water. So you never know how this is going to happen. So it's like working with somebody else who is freer than you. I think the first object was a little boat. And then came one day Mickey Mouse, and then, suddenly I had all this cast that I still use and keeps growing. This is a good one. It's a car with the Kennedys that I use a lot in videos. I don't transform them or paint them or anything. So they came already with a history of their own. I find them mainly in flea markets and antique stores because in general they are all sort of older. It starts by some kind of image that triggers other images. Sometimes I do these dialogues of dissimilar objects. Let's say I put one object and I keep bringing to see who would look at it until you find the one, and it's like they found each other and they were always together and they didn't know. If you put them in an empty space, they are timeless. They avoid a context. And if you take away that information, suddenly you see the object in a more essential way. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can put this and the bear. Lovely. This is what really makes the whole thing. Esto. Okay, baby. Well, the first thing that we met and we really get along super
we
well.
are grateful to be together for so long.
How long? Since
35 years.
35 years. Oh. I feel that Anna is very intelligent, so I trust her judgment and things more than my own. And we are very good at criticizing each other's work.
At the beginning, when we bought the house, we were in love with the barn and thinking of the potential of doing a great studio there.
And also we did a lot of things together, like public art and...
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. The theater experience was the happiest experience I had, I think. And in general was without dialogue, was situations that had nothing to do with each other. Here's the ship, yeah. Some objects are some from my vocabulary.
Something interesting that we realize is that you connect, no matter what, you end up connecting the scenes. So even if we don't think this as a narrative, you end up creating your own.
Documents. Documents. Documentos. Visa. ¿Quién es usted? Who are you? What? But who are you?
I don't think I have any message. If I have something, are questions. Who we are, what is the meaning of it all. You have the possibility of inventing the meaning and so controlling more, how to say, the script of this life, no? I think you can control a lot. And since I am an optimist, I think that you win if you are able to be happy. No? Happiness as the idea of the highest challenge.